Street Fighter is known for a lot of things. Solid gameplay, iconic moves, stereotypes that wouldn't fly today, and music. Many of the series' characters and stages have great themes that have been a part of them to this day, with remixes and recreations of what many consider to be some of the most memorable themes in fighting game history. Only rules for this tier list are no menu, ending, or character select themes, and only one theme per character with the exception of multi-character themes, like versus themes for example. Now, let's look at 20 of my favorite themes, starting with Q is a pretty mysterious character, so it makes sense that his theme is also mysterious, but it isn't gloomy or dark, but rather pretty catchy. Also, he doesn't have a stage yet he gets a theme, and it's one of the better ones in the game. Hopefully we get an official remix of this theme when he comes back. I can have dreams, okay? I was debating between Twilight from Third Strike and this theme, and I decided that I love the piano that much more, which is why you're hearing it right now. It's a beautiful theme all around, and it really represents Ibuki's playful nature, and also the Second Impact and New Generation soundtrack is quite underrated in my opinion. This theme really fits DJ's character. It's upbeat, catchy, and full of rhythm, and it's a great remix of a pretty good theme. His Street Fighter 4 remix was a little too fast-paced and influenced by electronic music, which doesn't really fit him to be honest. His AC remix theme has the perfect tempo to make this his best outing musically. Balrog has a good theme in every variation of Street Fighter 2, then Overclock Remix perfected it in AC Remix, then Street Fighter 4 reminded us that change sometimes sucks. The AC Remix iteration of this theme is very smooth and jazzy, which really captures Balrog's stage more than his character, which is fine since it doesn't really feel out of place. It was a tough choice between this theme and Precious Heart from Street Fighter EX, but I feel this theme captures your personality a lot more, even though the other theme is fantastic as well. This is a very feel-good theme, which makes sense since Sakura is the cheerful, happy-go-lucky type. It gives me that you can do anything vibe that not many other themes capture. I hate fighting Forte, but this theme makes it a little bit more tolerable. It's fast-paced and not riddled with any electronical additions. The theme fits as it really has a great Mexican style to it, which makes sense since El Fuerte is, you know, Mexican. I may like your theme, but I hate fighting you to it. This is one of the few great remixes in Street Fighter 4, and I still love the version from Alpha 2 Gold, but I really like the slickness of this modern interpretation. Also, I like the trumpets a lot. Not many Street Fighter themes use brass instruments, so it's great to hear them being used at the forefront of a theme. It's not too in your face and not too laid back. It's catchy as hell and it isn't littered with vocals like a certain other version of the song. Seriously, Street Fighter 4 really messed up a lot of remixes, with the exception of certain themes like Makoto's theme is fantastic all around, and it really is a standout on the Street Fighter 4 soundtrack. It's the best remix of an existing track in the game, and the song was already great in Third Strike. It also matches Makoto's speed by switching between a moderate tempo and really intense segments, similar to how her movement works, which I think is actually pretty neat. This is my favorite song introduced in Super Turbo, and I love the 3DO version of it. I swear no one mentions how good the 3DO version of the Super Turbo soundtrack is. It's honestly fantastic, and there's only a couple of other 3DO tracks that I put above Cammy's theme. A song can be really sinister and villainous without being dark, gloomy, and boring. Like, what is this, Injustice? No, seriously, that soundtrack sucks ass, and I could go on a tangent about it, but I'd rather not. Jiri's theme really shows you that you can have something dark without going into atmospheric territory. It's intense, it really shows the character's personality, and I think it's fantastic. The 3DO is putting in work. Now, the iconic version of the song is the CPS2 version of the theme, and it's really good, but I find this one more pleasant to listen to. I really enjoy the smoother sound of the 3DO OST, which led me to picking this version over the other. Regardless of which you prefer, they're both majestic, and quite honestly, godlike. How could I even make a list without this theme? A variation of some sort had to show up, and similar to my previous pick, I simply prefer the smoothness and high quality of the 3DO theme. I feel it's an inspirational track, similar to Guile's theme, and it really is one of the most iconic themes in Capcom history. I know some of you thought I forgot about the EX series, but it had to wait until near the end. Digital Ignition is a track that feels really different from any other Street Fighter game, but not in that Alpha 3 kind of way, even though I kinda like that soundtrack. Well, really, the entire EX series has a different feeling soundtrack from any other Street Fighter game, which really isn't a bad thing. This track is my favorite from EX2, hands down, even though I like a lot of them. M. Bison is a great character, and one of the things I liked about him as a kid was his theme. It was really badass, and to this day, it's my second favorite Street Fighter 2 theme. I chose this version of the theme for the same reason as the others, even though I still love the CPS2 theme a lot. I swear I'm becoming a 3DO fanboy. This is the crown jewel of the Street Fighter 3 New Generation OST. That is a catchy ass theme, and when I heard it a couple of weeks ago, I had to use it in a video, which I did. Ken combo video. Does this theme suit Ryu? No. Does it suit Ken? A little bit. Does it make it any less awesome? Of course not. It's my favorite Street Fighter 3 theme. Most of my choices up to this point have been pretty upbeat, and that doesn't mean I don't appreciate epicness when I hear it. This theme is really godlike, and it really is one of the best versus themes I've ever heard. It's an epic rendition of Sagat's already pretty good theme, coupled with the fact that it plays on a special stage with storm and weather, and it really hits you that this moment matters. Even if it's just two fictional characters inside of a screen, and that's what a good theme can bring. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's up there for damn sure. This theme is really intense. The character is the living embodiment of the Satsui no Hado, so you bet he's gonna have a theme that goes in. He's such an awesome character, but due to Arika's ownership of the EX characters, we only have this amazing theme to remember him by. I don't really know why I like this theme so much, but there's only one EX theme that I like a bit more. Chun is one of my favorite characters in the series. She doesn't fall under a stereotype, she's an Interpol agent, and she's got interesting moves, but she doesn't have an amazing theme in most games in my opinion. Street Fighter Alpha 2 has my favorite version of the original theme, but Street Fighter EX had a very interesting take on Chun-Li's theme. It still retains some of those more delicate touches in the background while making it a beautiful but fast-paced theme. She is kind of known for her speed, you know, so it makes sense that her theme matches that. Now there are many themes I like that didn't make it into this video. Here are some honorable mentions that didn't make the cut. Of course, my favorite Street Fighter theme was going to belong to one of the original World Warriors. Most of Ken's themes are great, but this HC remix rendition is super godlike. It does everything right. It fits his personality and style, it's fast paced, and most importantly, it's hype. And hype is why fighting games are awesome. Of course, no tier list is ever definitive, so let me know what some of your favorite Street Fighter themes are down below. And until next time, mash the like and sub buttons and stay godlike, fighting game fans.